Over the past couple of years, my physique has managed to stay relatively the same. For the most part, my weight has stayed roughly between 163 pounds up to maybe 168 pounds roughly. And while I've managed to hit some PRs here the last year, I gotta say that I feel like I'm leaving some potential gains on the table. That includes muscle gains and strength gains. After a lot of contemplation, I realized that there's really only one more thing left for me to do. Hop on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I'm just playing. I'm actually just going to be dedicating an entire series to a bulk, something that modern day fitness influencers are too afraid to do. So with that said, roll the intro. Previously, I've been a little bit against the idea of bulking. The overall summary around that is that I pretty much just felt like it wasn't necessary. I was pretty complacent with how my physique looked, my strength gains, things like that. And I'd be lying a little bit if I didn't mention the fact that I feel like there's kind of a stigma around it in modern day fitness, channels, the industry, and all of that. After some reflection, I've realized that that's probably the wrong mentality to have. Here's why. The first reason would probably be the fact that I feel like I've developed a little bit of body dysmorphia. I'm not a huge fan of kind of just throwing around terms and trying to play the victim or anything like that. Mostly just speaking from the perspective of the fact that I feel like I'm not as big as I possibly could be, and I'm probably leaving some gains on the table, but a part of the problem is I was too afraid to even bulk because the idea of that meant that my abs might go away. While I haven't been extremely lean, I have had a little bit of a fear of looking too bloated or fat, especially being on camera. I think the idea of actually getting into a bulk, adding some weight, and getting a little bit of the benefits from that might make me feel a little bit more comfortable in my skin as far as a bulk goes, so long as I'm not taking it too far. Unfortunately, I don't have a huge following, so it's not like it really makes a difference if I'm a little bit heavier right now, so long as I manage to develop some gains both in the weight room and on my actual physique itself. The second reason, and I already kind of alluded to this before, is that I feel like I'm leaving gains on the table. And if I'm being honest, I do feel like being a natural lifter myself, that bulking is kind of just a part of the process. Previously, I didn't really think this way. I kind of felt against the whole entire concept of bulking, and it kind of just seemed unnecessary. And like I mentioned before, that was following other influencers who were bigger, leaner, and looked better than I do. Unfortunately, most of those people are actually using TRT or other PEDs to help themselves maintain or even get the physique that they currently have. Without being in a calorie surplus, aka a bulk, it's pretty difficult to manage to actually gain muscle mass, especially if you've been lifting for a while. And it's not just muscle gains, it's also the idea of actually getting stronger and hitting new PRs and starting to achieve some of the goals that I've set out for myself in the past. And the third reason for this is I kind of want to break the rut that I've been in when it comes to overall fitness. Just feel like I've kind of been coasting the past year or two. If you saw my last video, you probably saw me having some contempt regarding my progress, or lack thereof, when it comes to actual gains. And I feel like doing something new can give a new life to kind of just lifting in general, instead of just going through the motions and maintaining the entire time. I used to love working out because I was able to see different results, whether it was getting stronger, getting bigger, or whatever that might be. I think I've enjoyed the fruits of my labor for long enough now, and I kind of want to start pursuing more avenues when it comes to getting bigger and, of course, stronger. Without any real challenges or goals set for myself the last couple of years, I feel like I've become kind of numb to working out, and it's become more of an inconvenience than something that I'm excited for. And having a goal of getting stronger or bigger, or both even, is something that I think is going to really help drive my progress, but also keep me excited and a little bit fresh. And so moving forward, I want to document this bulk as a part of a bulking series to kind of document my progress, how I'm feeling mentally, how I'm feeling physically, some of the workouts that I'm doing, the way that I'm eating, and all of that good stuff, and be as transparent as possible. If I'm having a bad day, you'll probably hear that I'm having a bad day. If I'm dealing with injuries, you'll probably hear that I'm dealing with injuries. And if I'm lacking on things like cardio, I'll be sure to call myself out on it. And as you can see here on the screen, this is my current physique, kind of in a natural state and a flex state. And you can see that it's not terrible, but it's not immaculate by any means. Now, this is a heavier weight that I'm used to. I'm about 167 at the time of shooting this clip. And moving forward, I'll be sure to document my progress in terms of where my weight is at, as well as my overall physique, similar to what you just saw. although I'll probably do that more on a monthly basis as opposed to a video-to-video basis, because honestly that content just wouldn't be that interesting. Instead, I'll be kind of showing some of the other aspects from a lifestyle perspective and as well as a fitness perspective to kind of show where I'm at. And overall, I'm pretty excited to start this adventure, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be really exciting to kind of just do something new. And I will say that I'm about 2 days into the bulk as we speak, and I'm feeling pretty good, but it's just exciting to kind of have that motivation to go and work out and have a goal set in place. So if you want to learn more about my plan moving forward, be sure to subscribe down below, because we're going to be documenting all of the progress, how many calories I'm eating, what I plan to get to, and sort of my mentality when it comes to goals that I want to hit that I've had for a really long time. So if you want to see what my plan moving forward is, be sure to subscribe and tune into my next video. Until next time, keep it together.